Welcome back to Talkin' Texas Forever, a Friday Night Lights podcast. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Liz.
And we're discussing Season 2, Episode 15, aka the Season 2 finale, May the Best Man Win. Original air date February 8th, 2008, written by David Hudgens, directed by Patrick R. Norris.
Patrick Norris?
He sounds familiar, right?
He does.
Summary for this episode. The Smash is determined to get a football scholarship to college despite the recent events that have transpired. Tammy runs into her ex-boyfriend from high school, a big real estate mogul, and he decides to stay in Dillon for a few days. Jason hears the biggest news of his life since his accident and must decide if he is willing to change his life completely. Meanwhile, Tim continues his pursuit of Lila by getting his own radio show at the Christian radio station.
I'm just going to nod commentary to everyone how I feel about each thing that Michelle has said.
We are live. We are live tonight. We do this once a month for our Total Betty patrons.
Yes,
and
best.
We're also always on YouTube, so if you enjoy watching podcasts, you can watch over there. So you'll see Liz nodding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? I'm not prepared. Like, you set up nothing. Season 2 finale. Again, it was a weird ending to a weird season. I guess it makes sense.
The episode ended and Liz goes, wait, what? That's it? What do you mean? What?
I was like, I'm not ready. Wait, there still should be a little more. And as I tell Michelle each week, they always make me think that episode's ending. And she's like, no, we still have more. And then this time she's like, that's it. I'm like, wait, that's it? How is it possible? There's no way. We just end Jason and
Erin.
I was going to call her Emma. Holding like hands and then that's it.
Yeah, so let's get into it. The 4 words I gave you to describe this episode: energy, unapologetic, miracle, and type.
Okay.
So we'll start with energy. This has to do with Mo McArnold's big, crazy energy.
Yeah, and he talks a whole lot.
Played by Peter,
I don't like it.
Played by Peter Berg.
Hysterical.
Yeah, the creator. Okay, so Tammy runs into her high school sweetheart, Mo McArnold. He's currently in Dillon for real estate, and he invites her and Coach to a fundraiser that he's running for the hospital. Mm-hmm. Tammy's all about this, but we had the first offense of inappropriateness when he put his arm around her and was like, "Oh, the boys must love you."
The boys must love you.
Because she told him she's a guidance counselor.
Yeah.
Coach isn't a fan of Mo.
Why would you be?
Because he's got crazy energy.
And he's an ex-boyfriend.
And he talks too much.
And he's very inappropriate with his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. So Tammy convinces Coach to go to this fundraiser. They go, and he makes another inappropriate comment about it was something where this one got away. She's so good looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or how would this look? You guys make a good couple, but how would this look?
I despise that. And there's so much kissing happening. Every time we greet each other, we have to kiss. If it's someone, I don't know. If you see one person and it's an exchange, or you haven't seen them in a while, the first day, the next day, I don't know if I necessarily be like, oh my God, let's kiss again.
I know. It's weird. And Tammy at this point is thinking nothing of it, right? So they go to this fundraiser, and then he's like...
She really is not thinking.
No, she's not. And then he's like, you know what? I'm going to come to your football game, and I'll sit with you. And Tammy's like, that's great.
Yeah, he's inserting himself in every little nook and cranny he possibly can with Tammy and Coach.
Yeah, so he ends up going to the Panthers game, which they do win, by the way. It was an easy game to watch.
It was funny.
But he comments on how Coach handled the game. You should have done it differently. Coach threw the other team so they can get on the scoreboard at the end.
Right, which was cute.
Yeah. But he tells him, you should have done things differently. Should have had a shutout. You should have kept with it. And he's holding Gracie Bell.
And, picking her up and shaking her and being all very paternal, which I'm like, you're holding her for too long. I would be uncomfortable.
As a mom or him?
Yeah.
If you were him.
If I was Coach, obviously. But if I was Tammy, I'd be like, okay, give her back now. We're good. Unless she truly did not think anything of it. She's not stupid. She's not blind. I think she puts on blinders when she wants to, She probably, as we said last week, she probably likes the attention. But then it got a little bit too much.
Well, then we think it's over, but he is just needs to take them out to dinner. So
Carmelo's.
he plans a night out Italian restaurant, and Coach is like, come on, can we at least get barbecue? And she's like,
His element.
Right. She's like, we won't go if you're going to be crabby. And he's like, fine, I'll go. So they go out, and it seems like it's going well. But then it pretty much becomes a pissing contest.
Yeah, because they were like, okay, we need to get home. And he's like, already? What do you mean? Can't you stay? And then Coach is like, yeah, we'll do shots. We'll do shots? Sure. Tammy's like, we have scotch at home. He's like, no, we'll do shots. And that's where it all went downhill. They polished off a whole bottle. Bad news. Mm-mm.
Yeah. And he ends up, Mo says, you stole Tammy from me. You're the one who called and said I was cheating on Anita.
And that's the first time you really hear Tammy say, oh, wait, don't go saying things like that. Like she kind of, that was the first time she really stood up for the situation.
Yeah.
And Coach, I mean, is that true? Did Coach call Tammy and tell her that he's cheating?
Well, Tammy says that she already knew.
She already knew that.
Yeah. So this causes them to get into a fist fight. Tables go over.
A brawl. Nobody else in the restaurant, luckily, but like the tables and everything was flying off the table. And Michelle says, oh, and this is the queen. She literally gets up and walks out. She's like, you're children.
Yep. I'm not dealing with this.
I loved it.
Yeah. Mike says, how would you react if you were out for dinner with your significant other and an ex and aunt/Randy pulled a Coach and fought your ex? Now, disclaimer, I know this will never happen because Anne and Randy are exceptional gentlemen, but in the land of make-believe.
Randy could almost fight a lot of people. I know he seems timid. He is not. I probably, would have gotten up and left.
Oh, I would have walked out. Be like, y'all are children?
I'd be like,
absolutely not.
And also, I probably wouldn't make it a point to like really like push us to go out to dinner with him. Not necessary. Going to the football game, okay, whatever. You want to see how the kids are playing in the town. But you don't need to, I don't need to go, like, we don't need to spend all of your time in Dillon with us. You can hang out with other people in town, but not just with us. So probably wouldn't got into the dinner situation regardless.
Vic asks, would Anthony or Randy be okay with you going to meet an ex just as friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, probably, yeah. I mean, depends on who it is.
Aunt would be fine.
But they'd be fine. They would be fine.
Next day, we have a funny scene. Eric is hungover, doesn't want to go to church. And Tammy's like, be louder, Julie.
I thought that was so funny. She's like, what happened to your face? She's like, scream louder. Daddy's hungover. It was so great. She was so like, good. You're a child again.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Okay. Unapologetic. We're talking about Mr. Tim O'Rigo. He's doing everything.
It is obnoxious. And y'all know Stan. But no. Mm-mm.
Yep. He's doing everything to get Lila back. He even drags Billy to church. What'd you think of that little scene? Give money. Give money.
Here you go. And she's like, hi, Billy. Like, why are you here?
Tim auditions to get a sports talk show at the station, which everyone thinks this is a great idea. Like, how come they didn't think of it first? And Lila calls him out on his shit. And pretty much he says, like, I'm not giving up.
You need to give it up, though. You need to give it up. And again, guys, I know it's coming. I don't want it to happen. But I know eventually she'll see the ways of Tim Riggins like we all do. And she'll end up, being interested in him again. If she already is interested. But we're forcing it too much. And it's like, it's not making me swoon. Mm. It's actually frustrating and annoying me and feeling like you're really overstepping boundaries and you're being so uber obnoxious. The girl is happy. Just let her have her time with Chris. I was going to call him Logan. Chris. And that's it. Plain and simple. It's not your time. You lost your shot. You're a screw up kid. You'll learn your lesson. But like, stop pushing it. It's really obnoxious. And I loved him. You know. Well,
I do too.
And I'm just not rooting for it. I'm rooting for Chris and Lila. I really liked it. And we'll get to it. I was like, I want to see something happen here.
Well, the Rig show goes on air and
he's a freaking natural.
He is so charming. He gets some football questions, including one call of a girl asking what he thought about the Smash situation. And he handled it so well.
Beautifully.
He says Smash is a stand-up guy. He did what he had to do, and I probably would have done worse.
Yeah.
Which
And
I
they're like, okay, so
loved.
you're pro fighting. And he's like, sometimes you got to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Christian Station, you probably shouldn't.
But he's talking truth.
Yes.
What did you think about the station manager saying he mostly getting calls from girls?
Girls wanting to go out with him. It was
He
funny.
looks like Jesus with his hair.
That comment is accurate. He does look like Jesus with his hair.
Things get a little spicy after his show before the football game. Chris approaches him and is like, hey, dude, I know exactly what you're up to, what you're doing, and it's not going to work.
That's what a mature person does. Okay? Like he can only ignore him so long. And now Tim is like there every day. And Chris is like, you're throwing it in my face. You want to get a rise out of me. And Tim's like, what do you mean, dude? I don't think so. And Chris is like, you know what you're doing. And it's obnoxious. So stop.
Yeah. So Lila ends up going to the ranch house because that's what she told. Well, she tells Tim earlier in the episode that she is going to be attending Chris's family's ranch for the weekend, and you won't be able to find us there.
Which I loved.
Yeah. So we see her sitting around with the family, and it's like everything that you think she wants, but you know she's not happy.
Right. She's putting on face.
Yeah.
It seems perfect.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
Like that's how I read it. Did you read it that way too?
Yeah. I think they wanted you to think that she was happy, but deep down you know that she's just faking it a little bit.
Yeah. And so Chris is like, my family loves you. Then they start making out.
I was super into this.
I know.
I was like a little steamy. It was a little steam.
But it didn't go anywhere.
No, I wish it did, but I totally understand why and actually expected it not to go anywhere.
Right. Right.
But I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
How did you like the fact that she told Riggins at church, like, he was a perfect gentleman and it went great? And his face was kind of like, oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's like, oh, so you're still dating him. You still like him.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen? She's going to all of a sudden one day drop it and be like, you're right, Tim. I just want to drop my panties for you. It's not going to happen.
I mean, it could.
I mean, it could happen. It's sure going to happen, but it's going to take a long time for it to get back to that. God, I just don't stand them. I stand him with me.
Ow.
If I'm just being honest, I don't want him to be happy with anyone else. No, but you guys know from the beginning, like I truly did not feel the Lila Tim passion. Yeah. I feel Chris and Lila. I really like it. I know I keep saying that. I really like it. It's good. They're good for each other.
Okay. Moving on. Smash is doing everything possible to get into a school. We see that he reaches out to Alabama, Georgia, Miami, Oklahoma, and no luck. Noelle even convinces him, like, hey, you're the Smash. You have to sell yourself. Go talk to Alabama. And Alabama says, the position's been filled.
Right.
Too late.
You waited and you told us no.
Then he considers going for arena football, which we see him toying the idea
which
around.
Which is like for show, right?
Right. He's like, this could lead to opportunities, but at this point, this is all you got. So we see Smash like debating that, like, oh, maybe we should do this. But then after convincing, Coach wants him to go see Whitmore. And Whitmore's not the greatest in terms of
their football team.
Right. And how their scores have been.
But they're a good education.
Yeah. And it'd be a full scholarship.
And it'd be like, it's stupid not to do it.
I know. But again, I get it. Like, you've been working so hard to play for a better team.
Yeah.
But they go, and Coach Deeks has been impressed with the Smash since he was like in 7th grade. And
so
I know, and we got a call
back
back because we saw Coach Deeks in season 1.
Yeah.
And he's like, I told you, Coach, that Smash would become a star and would make you a star.
Yeah. It's really, really sweet.
So he ends up giving his verbal commitment to Whitmore. This obviously makes Corinna extremely proud, but then we see Smash crying.
He's overwhelmed. This is not what he wanted.
Yeah.
He's settling.
Yeah. That's what it is.
It's hurtful to watch.
Ugh, Smash.
And she's like, baby, just be proud. Like, you got a full ride. We're in.
I know.
Great education.
And even Coach told him, you can transfer in 2 years.
Yeah, that's true.
The starting point.
It is.
Yeah. I was saying when Liz and I were watching together that to me, he's like the Brooke Davis.
He is the best crier on the whole show.
Every time I see Smash cry, I cry. And I felt the same way with Brooke.
Me too. Yeah.
They're so good. I want to give out awards to like best criers.
Yes. Yeah.
Here you go from each show.
Yeah. Sophia Bush was probably one of the best criers ever.
Best.
And I feel like there was someone else who were always like, oh my God, such a good crier.
I thought Misha was a good crier. I'm just thinking of all our shows.
Yeah.
Who would we reward on Gossip Girl?
I mean,
Leighton?
Leighton's a really good actress.
No. I'm not saying actress. I'm saying crier.
She's a great crier.
She was a great crier. But Gaius Charles,
he might take it.
it. Yeah. All right. So let's move on to that miracle baby.
Oh my God.
So Jason, he's continuing work at the dealership, which by the way, where the F was Buddy? Nobody episode.
The entire finale. This is the season 2 finale. This is the season he grew and I didn't get to see a sayonara.
No. Oh my gosh.
What does the world come to where Alyssa is asking to see Buddy in an episode? Mike, you got it?
Yeah.
You got the clip?
Where are you, buddy? But Jason is visited by Erin, who was the waitress who drove him home after that awkward blind date situation.
Yes, I remember it well.
So they had a one-night stand, and she hasn't been returning his calls, which he's like, hey, I left you like 10 calls and messages.
It was super sweet what he was saying. He's like, maybe I'm trying too hard. I don't know. I'm sorry. Like, did I bother you? And she's like, oh no, honey.
Yeah, I'm pregnant. And he says that's impossible because the doctors told me that I wouldn't be able to be a father.
Right.
So he goes home and he tells Herc, and Herc is pretty cold about this.
Yes. Well, he thinks she's trying to trap him.
Right. I get it.
The trope of the trapping.
I know.
What's the drama queens again this week? I'm like, wait, are we talking about the same show?
The drama. I didn't listen to this week's episode.
That's the episode that Haley stopped taking her birth control.
Oh, yeah. So stupid. I mean, in terms of like the trope and stuff.
Yes.
And I was like mad at Herc for this, but I understand where Herc's like, I can understand her character saying this.
Absolutely.
And he's like, how do you even know it's your child?
Jason's like defending. He's like, no, there's no way. She told me she didn't sleep with anyone but me. And like, this is a child. This is my only option here. Like,
right.
To be a father ever.
Right. And like, how dare you view it this way?
Yeah.
Like, this is a full on miracle that this happens. So he does some research again to make him feel valid, but then he goes to Erin's place of work and he approaches the situation very poorly. Pretty much tells her, this is my only chance to be a dad, so like you have to have this baby.
And she's like, slow down. First of all, don't come here at my place of work. I need this job, especially if I'm going to support a child.
Yeah.
So you can't just come here.
And don't put that pressure on me.
Yeah, no, it was inappropriate, but he's so desperate. And as Anne said, he's desperate to have a purpose, which is so true.
But like, I hear that, but aren't we all?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I feel like my boobs are hanging out. I'm sorry, I just have to adjust. I'm sure you can't see it. I'm wearing, actually, this is a swim cover up.
What'd I drop? We're okay, right?
I'm wearing a swim cover up because it's long enough to wear with bike shorts.
Oh.
But like it goes very low. So if you see a little boob, can you just like signal?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything yet.
Perfect.
Not that I'm like staring there, but
great. Stare a little more. What I loved is the fact that Jason goes to Coach for advice.
Best scene.
And Coach handles it with grace.
Yes, he does.
And he tells him, I can't tell you how to convince this girl, nor should you. I will tell you this. Your children and the mother of your children are the most important things in this life. So you got to figure out the answers. Claps.
Yeah, it was a great moment.
It's a really great Coach moment. Vic asks, are you surprised we saw a conversation with Jason and his coach versus his dad?
No. He goes to Coach for everything. But does Jason even have parents at this point? Are they on the island? Like, I feel like, did they ever come back? Because like now it's like he's out of his house, he's on his own. It's kind of like it's like any of all of those other teen dramas, like they move out, we ignore the parents. We're not talking about that anymore.
That's a great question. I don't
We'll
know
figure it out.
if Mr. and Mrs. Street are on the island. Can someone from the chat
someone let us know.
And then I'll check that on break. Thank you.
Yeah.
So after this chat with Coach, Jason regathers himself and him and Erin talk about perhaps if she does decide to go through with it, he will be there every step of the way.
It's her choice.
It's her choice.
Oh, it hurts.
But better execution this way.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Last but not least, type. This has to do with Matt and Landry.
Yeah, this is a short. I feel like we barely got any of that. I was waiting for like a lot of that to happen.
Nope.
Nope.
What's super cute is they go to hang out at Landry's house, and I love Landry's parents.
They're adorable, and they're like, they love Landry. I mean, of course they would. It's their only son.
Yeah.
But they're really sweet.
Yeah, but Matt and Landry catch each other up, and
Yeah, it seems they haven't like been.
No.
Plus, Matt's in a bad way. We know.
Very bad way. A little better this episode, but he's
Better,
in a better
but
way.
still bad.
But he asks Matt, like, hey, did you hear, like, me and Tyra, we're back together. Did you see us?
I know. It's like, I almost like he should have told Matt that before they even like had the announcement in school with the holding hands. Like, you're best friends.
Yeah.
Like, the first time, like, when I had a boyfriend, like, of course, I was like, well, actually, of course, it was AIM chat. Let's be real. It wasn't texting. It was AIM or like slam book. But I was like, we're official. And then the next day we held hands.
Do you remember who was your first official, like, when it reached social media on AIM, our social media?
I think I was like in 8th grade. I think I was like 14 or 15. His name was Joe. I couldn't tell you his last name.
Did you put it in your AIM profile?
I think I put like a date or something like that. The date.
The date.
I think we started like dating in my AIM profile with like some weird ass like emo quote and probably like the day my grandpa passed away or some shit like that.
Right. And then you knew shit went bad when the date got taken out. Like I did that.
Taken out.
That's how you knew shit was
gone. Or your quote is different. It was a whole other language if you Gen Zers can understand.
Yeah, you knew your relationship was over if you took the date out of your profile. Because I did that.
Yeah. And then they were like, wait, why did you do that?
Yep.
It's over.
I remember my ex's sister asking me, why did you take the date out of your profile? And I was like, oh, I'm just changing things up.
Little do you know, we were done though.
He just didn't know it yet.
He just didn't know
That was so bad.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm not
though.
proud of that.
Well,
okay.
You were like 16.
Yeah. Okay, so they have this talk. And what did you think of this exchange of Matt being like, well, she's not really your type. She's been around the block. Did you take this as slut shaming? Yeah.
I did. I was like, what does that mean? He's like, well, obviously we know she's experienced. I'm like, how's it obvious?
Because he's been with Reagans.
Because people,
no, that's what he said.
Right. But also, you don't know what happens behind closed doors. Again, we know. But
Yep.
Yeah, it's because it was Riggins.
Yeah.
People obviously automatically assume something very specific when you date Riggins. Or not date him and just see him outside of school or maybe in school. I don't know.
Right.
You never know.
Yeah. So at Friday's game, Matt sets Landry up with a play to show him what he's got.
He's like, come on, show Tyra, show your girlfriend.
And Landry scores.
It was adorable.
And Tyra's proud and Landry's parents are proud. He yells, there's my baby boy.
Oh my God.
Chad.
I could cry thinking about it.
Super cute. But maybe right here before I go into questions, I'll just
skim the chat. Skim the chat.
We will look. Island. They are gone.
They're gone? They're on the island, his parents?
Yeah, so Jason's parents are on the island.
Doesn't surprise me. They were sweet though.
Yeah.
So now we're going to get to meet their baby, their grandbaby?
According to the chat. Okay. We hope you're enjoying this week's episode of Talkin' Texas Forever and appreciate you for listening every single week. All of our shows are funded by our buddies who pledge to our network, and it means the absolute world to us. You hear us talk about it every week, but just in case you were wondering a little bit more, we have tiers starting at $1 and offer some pretty cool perks like guest hosting on the podcast, listening to episodes a day early, and access to the best group chat ever via Discord. These are just to name a few. To learn more about our network and everything we offer, check out patreon.com/TotalBuddyPodcast Network. Will's question.
Yeah, I keep predicting some stuff, or
Well, not yet.
Okay.
If this season had a regular 22 episode billing, what storylines would you have liked to see 7 more episodes of before a new football season? And then in parentheses, I wondered if this was a spoiler, but I think the show established that every new season started in the fall.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's not really a spoiler. It could be assumed.
So what would you have liked to have seen? I think for one, if we got into playoffs and state, like, let's finish that.
Yes, but also, as I said in the past, we've done it.
Yeah, I know, but this show, this is what we work towards.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And like, I'm sure they're not going to always win them all. You know, so they're going to win 5 of them.
But let's see that little...
But yeah, some gratification. I think it's hard because the way the season started and the way it ended is so different that I think we need less of the murder stuff, or just eliminate the entire thing. Maybe develop Landry and Tyra in a way that wasn't because of that, but maybe not make them ultimately be here and end up here in a relationship. I'm assuming that's what it is, right? Their boyfriend, girlfriend. So maybe we could have dragged that into season 3 more to like make it really like gratifying.
You wouldn't want to see more of that this season? Because we would technically get like 7.
Maybe that's what I mean. Like, I mean, going into like the entire season kind of like is a development of them, and not like make it so short.
Yeah.
Same with Lila and Chris. I think it would be fun if they like were friends and were friendly for a little bit more before they started being romantic with each other. It would have been more believable if Tim at the end of this season was like, "Hey Lila, I love you,"
I agree,
and
to
not
that.
now. Is this the storyline that they wanted to bring into season 3, but they didn't? Or can you not tell me yet? Okay.
I would have liked to have seen, I agree with you, Lila and Chris develop more. Let's just get a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
Julie, we kind of
I was just going to say
her.
stuff with Julie. Like, maybe, not that I would have wanted to see more of her angst, but more of an explanation and more of like, I'm sorry for this, I'm sorry for that, we need to be a family again. Because there was like a little bit of that, but it's kind of like brushed under the rug now, being that Coach is back. She didn't really get that like just like gratification of, I need to be seen. I don't know if we'll continue doing this plot. I'm sure we'll always have that little bit of her in the back of our minds because it's Julie. And like Coach said, she's sensitive and she's used to being the only kid around. And now she has to share. It's like she's a toddler, but she has to share at 16. That's freaking hard.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have liked to see more of like the appreciation for parent-child stuff going on.
Yeah. And I would have actually liked to see more volleyball.
Yeah.
Maybe if we make even just a
Is that
slight
gone?
shift. I believe it's fully gone.
Is Jana Kramer on the island? Yeah, okay. Noelle. I assumed that. We're not going to bring her into next season.
Yeah. Kate says, the finales for both seasons 1 and 2 have involved unexpected pregnancies.
Yes.
Let's imagine that this trend will continue. What is your pitch for season 3's end of season unplanned pregnancy storyline? Parentheses. I mean, I don't need to say parentheses, but I'm saying like her thought. I don't necessarily mean for this to be a serious prediction, so you can weigh on this too, Mitch, if you'd like. So who would you
like next? I mean, the first season I thought it was Lila.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very possible, and I'm not trying to like take this as you will, but it's very possible for Tim to knock someone up.
I agree.
He's a loosey-goosey. He likes to do a lot of things, and he should be locking it up. Jason did not lock it up, as we know, and Herc kind of yelled at him that, and then Michelle and I were like, thank you, Herc, because just because you're not trying to get pregnant doesn't mean you shouldn't protect yourself. STDs are very prominent in the world, so you should cover up your shit. So, not to judge or slut shame Tim, but
no,
it's very possible. I expect him more to get someone pregnant than Jason.
Yeah.
I am interested in the Jason pregnancy stuff.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear
we'll
that.
see how that goes. She's like, I'm glad it's gone.
No. Kate also says, I really enjoy getting involved in your discussions this season. Thank you for creating such a welcoming space for all of us listeners. Happy recording, and I hope you and Liz have a great time at your convention next weekend. Will you do a bonus podcast about this?
Absolutely.
Yes, we will. We are attending Epics and Chill, which is happening this weekend.
This weekend. When you hear it, we have already been gone.
I know. August 20th and 21st. We will be doing bonus footage for that. But thank you, Kate, for your kind words. And Kate, thank you for your participation.
Yes.
We truly mean
Air
it.
Hugs.
When we love when you guys submit questions and comments and when we ask you for the emojis, like we're not just saying that to say it. It makes it so much better.
It makes it a community. It's like it's a joint effort. It's a group effort.
It is.
It's not just us talking into the mics to each other.
Right. It's truly a fan cast.
Yes. Fan cast.
We're all fans of the show. Let's watch together.
Yeah.
Vic, she sent some sweet favorite moments. She says, Liz, I love that every time I ask about a particular situation and what would you do, your answer is you wouldn't be in that situation.
Well, valid.
And then she says, Michelle, no matter what Tim does, I love that he makes you swoon. Like he's such a dick. I can't believe he did that, but he looked good, didn't he?
Yeah, agreed. I just spit all over.
The new mics? Thank you.
Be mine.
Thank you, guys. Okay, music in this episode, JJ Cal, Evangelicals, Patsy Cline, Wilco, and Lexicon. What was your favorite quote?
He talks a lot. He's always talking.
I was defending your mom's honor. And then Tammy, no, he was being an idiot.
I loved it. Yeah, that was a really good one.
Okay, so for Panther Pride,
I had one.
I counted 6.
6.
However, I said this last week, I wasn't going to count like in gym class. There's like more of like t-shirts out in the wild.
Yeah, I saw, Tim had the one. I liked that one.
Me too. I want that one.
I want that one over the other t-shirt. I was like, that's a cute look.
Yeah. And I counted just a few in the stands at the game. People wearing them.
I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, that's okay. All right, let's go into Coach's Corner. What was your favorite moment?
Coach and Jason.
Yeah.
It had to be. It had to be. It
good.
was perfect.
I know.
I really love their moments. And I obviously assume we'll get more since Jason's parents are no longer with us. R.I.P. They've gone to the Island Betty, but
like he died. Too funny. Okay, let's go into MVP and shittiest. We're going to do MVP for overall season, but let's just do this episode first.
Okay.
Do I bring back 3, 2, 1s? I feel like I haven't been doing it.
I was going to mention it to you, but I was like, maybe we don't do that on this podcast.
No, it's not that. I got used to us
because with the Zoom.
Yeah, we don't do it with Zoom.
I know it's hard.
In person we can. So let's do it. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1, Coach.
Nice. Nice.
I love Deeks. I just want to give him a big old hug. He didn't get emotional when Smash said yes. He's just like, okay, let's meet your players, all right? And I was like, I love this guy. He's just really, really, really sweet. And also like a blue ribbon for Tammy. So you can't not.
Right. I picked Coach. I really liked him in this episode. I was amused with him acting like a child with Mo, but also feeling jealousy. I like that. We both liked that he felt a little jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
I also liked how he handled his conversation with Jason. We had votes for Landry and Coach Deeks.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, let's go into shittiest.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, Mo. Yeah. I mean, you know.
Is that the final appearance? Okay. I'm like, I don't know how much more I could take of this guy. Sorry, Peter. You did a good job playing an idiot.
It was fun for an episode.
Yeah.
Okay. Season MVP. Do you have it?
I think I do. I was toying between 2, and I'll tell you who the 2 are.
Okay, so I pulled out on Instagram.
Yeah.
I pulled out on our Patreon through email, and the overall highest percentage was Matt.
I assumed. That's not who I chose.
That's not who I chose either.
I chose Landry.
Love that.
Did you Smash?
I chose Smash.
He was my second choice.
Yes.
I was toying between Smash and Landry. This was both of their seasons. I felt this was so good. We loved getting to know Landry. Like from the beginning, obviously he's definitely a side character. He is a main player now. For sure a main player. Mm-hmm. And I loved his development, how he is such a caring and full like heart, like throws his heart out there. And he did the best thing he possibly could in 2 really hard situations with the murder and the breakup of whatever you call that. And he won in the end, with the Tyra. That's the prize for sure, because he's been pining over her for years, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
And Smash, for sure.
Oh my God. We have these on purpose, and not on purpose. We set these up deliberately. And yet because I talk with my hands.
I know. I'm like, I was trying to drink, and I was like, no, you don't. This is for you, to make it easier for you, and we're making it harder. We're talking about our mic. We're talking about our mic arms. If you see on visual, it's just we thought it was going to be easier. It's a little challenging to navigate.
But I chose Smash. I thought he had overall a great performance this season. Just seeing everything he went through, I felt for him. Yep. He's very much becoming a favorite character.
Me too. Yeah, he had a lot of growth. We saw less cockiness and obnoxious from him, and more of I'm defending who I am, and that's really something really important and something that he needed to kind of honor in his life, accept that is what's happening.
All right, for the light of the episode, what emoji
the emoji
should we choose for this episode?
Cowboy hat.
Oh yes,
there is a cowboy hat. Well, there's definitely an emoji, a smiley face with a cowboy on it.
Send us that. And what you can do is you can stick that emoji in an Apple Podcast review. While you're there, rate us 5 stars because it helps the show and it makes us smile.
Yeah. And what a perfect emoji. I'm not just saying for this podcast, we're talking about Texas, lots of cowboys there. And if you want to put it in the description for your review, how much fun would that be? You see a little cowboy hat.
You can just say howdy, y'all.
We have a review. Howdy, y'all.
This podcast is great. Liz is going to read our newest review.
It is from Brandon Ellis, 5 stars, clear eyes full, ... Thank you, Apple. After finding this show on DVD at Big Lots, I never knew how obsessed I would become. The only thing better is probably this podcast. That's some big words. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so
sweet.
My voice just cracks like Bobby Brady and Brady Bunch. When it's time to change.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I love.
In all seriousness, thank you so much for your reviews. Thank you everyone who wrote us the reviews.
Yeah.
Everyone who listens and downloads and
keep
subscribes.
It coming. It's the best.
I know. And we're going into season 3. What?
I know. What? We're literally almost more than halfway done then.
I know. It really means a lot to all of us, to you guys, because then you get to hear all the listener questions, the participation, and then to us, because it means we're doing something that you like to listen to.
Right. It means we're doing this for a purpose.
Yeah. Our purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, Liz, let's go into a booster of the week. Who are we supported by?
Well, we're supported by all of our listeners and all of our patrons. You guys are all the best. So I'm going to read off all of our very special Betty/patrons.
Yay.
Please hold while my phone loads. Here we go.
Booster of the week. You're a total booster.
Okay, we have Kendall, Michaela, Letitia, Logan, Teresa, Jessica, Ryan, Shanna, Rihanna, Emily, Victoria, Kristen, Chloe, Jillian, Sean, Michael, Jimmy, Ava, Jacqueline, Kiralee, Lisa, Alicia, Mallory, William, Ashley, Angelina, Kaylee, Katie, Kimberly, Katie, Stefania, Debbie, Tevin, Britt, Nolan, Keely, Megan, Christopher, Kate, Molly, Rob, Scott, Jennifer, Natalie, Kiana, Evan, Kathleen, and Bethany. Woo! Sorry for the cracking. You guys are the best. Not only do you support us, this is what we do with those funds. We produce content to bring to you all. All of the money gets put right back into our company. And it's just a really fun, special part of just this entire process is getting to listen, to talk to listeners, and each day we're just learning stuff about you and you're learning stuff about us, and it's just really, it's so special. So thank you all to the patrons, and thank you all to the listeners and everyone who's left us reviews and liked and commented. It means everything. So thank you.
Thank you. We love you. So I'm not giving you 4 words. Here's why.
Okay.
We don't come back till October.
Right, that's true.
So me teasing you right now in August, You're not going to remember.
You're right. I won't remember.
Right. However,
end of October, y'all.
I forgot a question. Mike wants to know island predictions.
Yeah.
Who's on it? Who isn't?
Well, I guessed Noelle and you confirmed. Obviously, we know Jason's parents. Who else? I don't want Chris to be on the island. Is he on the island?
So long. No. Farewell.
I'm so
Thank
sad.
you for visiting.
You visited and you made me swoon and now you're gone. So long. That's really sad. Is there more I should be predicting?
I mean, it's up to you. There are more.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
There are more?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what about our friend? Greg? Is that his name?
Greg.
What's Tammy's friend's name?
Mo?
No. The one that helps her. The teacher friend.
Oh. Glenn.
Glenn.
Okay, you were close. Is he on the island? I don't remember.
I'm trying to think of people we kind of like introduced into this season. Is the sister on the island?
Yes. Shelley?
Did you confirm that
I
already?
did.
You might have, yeah.
Yep.
I hope like Corinna is not on the island.
No.
Okay.
But there is another character that is on the island.
Like a main player.
I mean,
it's obviously not Buddy.
No, it's not Buddy. Do you want me to?
Is it Santiago?
Yeah.
No.
Goodbye.
No.
The writer's strike just did some damage. That's it.
The poor baby. I loved that man.
Uh-huh. I know. He was super cute. I love that they still used him in the background of things.
Right? Like they were like, just give this actor whatever he needs.
That's it.
Oh, I'm sad. I'm mostly sad about Chris, but I'm really sad about Santiago. Everyone else is like, okay. Sorry.
Mike also asks, where are we picking up in season 3? Right away? Or will sometime have passed?
Sometime has to pass because there's no way like Chris and Lila to get, the boot, and there has to be some time. It's so hard to predict when we don't know, but as Will said, I could believe that we're starting in the fall again, or like at least late summer, early fall. So summer vacation has gone. Maybe during that time, that's when Lila and Chris break up. She talks about it to sum that point up. Same with Smash and Lila. Smash is going to be going to Whitmore because it starts probably now in the fall. He's not on the island.
Smash?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my gosh. I don't know why. I just like thought like maybe something like sayonara to him, but
I get that. No, he's not on.
So we'll see the transition. Where is Whitmore supposed to be?
It's in Texas.
It's in Texas. Okay.
Yeah,
so we'll see.
They
we'll see him
obviously went.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So we'll see the transition of him starting college, which is super exciting. Also super scary for a 18-year-old. Mm-hmm. We have to do the Jason stuff. So is she keeping the baby? I want to say she is keeping the baby. Are we going to do like she's going to lose the baby? That's what's going to happen, huh? She's going to lose the baby and it's going to be devastating for everyone because she decides to keep it. They're going to lose it because there's, let's be real. Jason's not going to like have a kid at this point. Okay. It might happen again down the line, or maybe he'll adopt or something like that. He'll have a kid. This will be a devastating thing. This is just my knowledge of teen drama and the way things go on television generally. And maybe even just in that in between, we'll already hear that she had lost the baby because it's been 3 months. Because she's probably at this point, when you're 6 weeks.
It's been 2 months.
It's been 2 months. Oh, that's right. It's been 2 months. Oh shit. Okay, I'm just gonna predict that she loses the baby, or does she tell him she lost the baby, gets him off the hook, and then keeps the baby and hides it, and then you wonder, is that Jason's baby the whole entire series? Sound familiar, anyone? Just saying. I'm making it way more dramatic, I'm sure, than it probably is.
As you always do, and I have to remind you, this isn't that show.
I know. But that show wasn't that dramatic.
No.
Oh, what else? What else?
I mean, you have some pretty good predictions.
I do. What about Tandry? What about Tandry?
Are they still together?
I think things are probably going to be... I don't know on this. This is like the one thing that truly stumps me because I can see them going all the way, but I can also see them ending like right away. So I truly don't know. I think they're going to have a rocky summer and they're going to be off their game a little bit and something's going to be the breaking point. Tyra's going to be like, I really need to focus on whatever it is, and Landry the same. And then Tyra ends up at the end of the season. She's going to go to college because she's the only Colette that's going to go. This is just like my future predictions. But Julie and Matt are going to be talking a lot during the summer. Mm-hmm. They're going to be canoodling again during the summer.
Do you think they'll get back together?
Yes. Maybe by the mid-season 3, if not earlier.
You've gone back and forth in season 1. They're endgame. They're not endgame. They are endgame.
I know. Oh my God. Could they be endgame?
I do know that.
Michelle does
I do
know.
remember that.
Hell, let's do it. They're endgame.
Okay, cool. She feels so good with her answer.
I'm so confident, but it could be changed. While I'd rather have Tandry be endgame, it makes more sense for Sailor to be endgame.
Okay. Good stuff, Liz.
Oh, God. Is Tim and Lila endgame? Sorry, I don't want to like look at your face.
I don't even remember.
Okay, so that means no.
No, that means nothing because there's certain things that do happen in this series that I truly forgot about.
Right, like Jason knocking someone up.
Yes. When this happened, I was like, oh my gosh, that's right. So it doesn't matter. I watched the show I enjoyed it, but
so quickly too. You probably binged it.
To get ready for ATX. So yeah, not much
cool
stuck in there. Yeah.
I look forward to
good predictions. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that question. Okay. So before we end, as always, we have Will's Football Poetry Corner. I'm singing a lot tonight, and I apologize if that triggers anyone. It's just naturally happening, and I'm going to try to shut it down.
I haven't even noticed.
Oh, okay. I haven't. I'm like, Michelle, don't do that again.
Oh, I have not noticed.
Okay. Play action. Play action is a play type where the quarterback fakes the run and rolls out to throw a pass instead. Mm-hmm. Matt ran a play action pass to get Landry open, while Street wants to play house with his potential baby mama.
Oh.
Coach jumps into action when he gets provoked a bit too much by Mo McArnold, while Riggins plays a game to get Lila back in his good graces.
Yes,
play action. Thank you, Will. Thank you for submitting.
Thank you so much, Will.
Your special little piece to this show every single week. We appreciate it. Thank you again, everyone who listens and downloads. I can't keep saying it, but I will. Everyone who submits their questions and comments and lets us know your MVP.
Everyone
and DMs
who's watching.
Watches and listens. We truly appreciate it. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Season 2.
Yay. Wow, wow, wow.
And as I said, next season's even shorter. It's
13
2 episodes less.
Yeah.
It's going to go so quick.
Yeah. So we'll be back in October, and we'll also be back in October with a new show.
Yay.
So
they're going to be simultaneous.
Yeah. So please follow our network if you haven't already to check out what that's all about.
Miss it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for listening to Talking Texas Forever, a Friday Night Lights podcast. You can email us at talkingtexasforever@gmail.com. If you're interested in seeing what we do with this show and all of our others, head over to Instagram at Total Betty Podcast Network.
This has been a Total Betty podcast, produced and edited by Michelle Rubenstein and Alyssa Tenio, music by Anthony Vicora.